little bit different because we are right in the middle of early voting. As I've promised, I've promised to continue doing these candidate corner kind of live feeds just to continuously connect with everyone and remind you I am in my car. I am promised I'm not driving. I am here, just stepped away a little bit from early voting just to be able to connect with everyone again, let you know what's going on, remind you that we are in the middle of early voting right now. My name is Denise Martinez-Scanziani, and I'm running for Circuit Court Judge. So if you are anywhere in Miami-Dade County and you're a registered voter living in Miami-Dade County, you have the opportunity right now, as we speak, to go to an early voting location and exercise your right to vote. It is a privilege, and I urge everyone to do so. Not only do we have the judicial elections of the one that I'm particularly interested in, actually, no, I'm not in a passenger seat. I'm actually in the driver's seat. So, but the car is not moving, I promise. I had to get somewhere and park and get Wi-Fi. But anyway, we have local elections, we have state attorneys, we have judges, we have county mayor. There's a lot of local elections going on right now. So I just remind everybody today and tomorrow you can vote until today. The polls opened at 8 a.m. They close at 4 p.m. And then tomorrow, Sunday, they're open again from 8 a.m. until 4 p.m. And then next week, you have another full week of early voting. And at that next week, the polls open at 11 a.m. and close at 7 p.m. So there's a lot of opportunities to go and exercise your right to vote. I'm in my campaign gear. I'm got my hair up. It is quite hot. But still the voters are coming, and I appreciate you and I appreciate everyone who's doing so. Ramon, thank you so much for voting, for your vote, for your support. I appreciate you so very much. So let's see what's been going on. Well, it's been interesting depending on where you go. All of the poll workers, different vote workers for different candidates are there. Some places are kind of practicing social distancing, other places not so much. Whenever I've been there, everybody's wearing a mask, not shaking hands, holding up a sign, trying to just, make sure that everybody remembers my name. If anybody wants to talk to me, I'm there. There's about 23 locations around the county, and I have been at just about almost all of them. Obviously, I can only go for a little bit at each one, but today I've been focusing a little bit more on the south side. So if you happen to go to an early voting location and you see me, I'm the only candidate with an orange shirt. I have my polo shirt on. Look for me. I'd be more than happy to share a little bit with you and to just to meet you and answer any questions you may have. So another update, as of this morning, there were already about 170,000 votes had been cast. Of those 170,000, there have been almost, I want to say it was 151,000 were mail-in ballots that were returned. So you have during early voting, which started this past Monday, we've had about 14,000, almost 15,000 voters vote in early voting in all the 23 different locations. We still have a long way to go, just a little bit. We're almost at the halfway mark of early voting. And then, of course, after early voting ends, not this Sunday, but next Sunday, early voting is going to end. Then we have Monday, everything is closed. And then Tuesday is election day. And that the polls will open at 7 a.m. They will close at 7 p.m. And on that day, you do have to go to the location that is listed on your voter registration card, to your local precinct. It's been very, very interesting. It's been so much fun. I appreciate this process very, very much. I appreciate all the love and the support that I've been receiving from friends, from family, those who've come out to volunteer. It's just been truly overwhelming. Really, it's been amazing. So let's see where. Just a couple of other things I want to remind you about. Remember, you might get to an early voting location, or you might be exercising your right to vote, and you see a lot of different judicial candidates. Okay, so not every judicial candidate is running against everybody else. There's 7 different spots available. You have 7 different slots for judicial elections, and in each position you can vote for one person. My name is Denise Martinez-Scanziani. I am number 314 on the ballot. And then, of course, you can go down the list and select your choice in the other locations, in the other spots. It is a county-wide race, so please, please, please do not. This is so important. These local elections are very, very important. I've said it before. I'll say it again. This is something that the local elections impact our daily lives pretty immediately, more so than probably any other election. With the judges in particular, as I've told you, you're much more likely to come face-to-face with the judge than any other elected official. So I think it's really, really important that we do our best to elect those who are qualified. I've explained to you a little bit about my experience before in other videos. I want to share a little bit again why I believe I am the most qualified candidate in this particular race. I am board certified. I am one of only 33 attorneys in the entire county of Miami-Dade who can say she's board certified in marital and family law. And I'm the only judicial candidate who is board certified. And that board certification makes me an expert according to the Florida Bar. So that is something that is of distinction. I have trial experience. I have appellate experience. I've been serving my community as a lawyer, providing pro bono services, as a guardian ad litem, volunteering in different organizations, even before, as a baby lawyer, when I first started practicing law and before then. So my desire to serve did not just start now. It's always been part of me. And now that I'm at this place where I've been an attorney for over 20 years and I have the experience, I have the qualifications, I have the heart to serve, and I want to give the best of myself to my entire community. And that's why I am seeking election as a circuit court judge. I'm passionate about the law and justice. I am committed to ensuring that everyone who comes into my courtroom is seen and heard. That is due process. That is what this is about. That's what our the foundation of our judicial system, and it's so important. And that is something that I am committed to doing and committed to serving with that type of dignity and respect to everyone who comes before me. Let's see, what else can I say? Let me just say hi to some folks who are tuning in. Okay. Hi, Mauricio. How are you doing? Thanks for checking in, guys. And Fred and Ariel, thank you so much for checking in. It's a little bit strange doing this from my car, as I'm sitting here, but I just did want to. I promised you that I would be here no matter what on Saturday. I will be here again next Saturday. I am probably going to make this a little bit shorter this time around, only because I do want to make sure that I speak to the voters that are out and about coming in to cast their ballots. Hey, Marisol, how are you? So I want to make sure I meet with as many voters as I can. Many of you have tuned in before and have checked out my live feeds before. You can look at the previous videos that have been archived here on the different social media platforms to learn more about me. So I've been asked recently, what can I do to help? What do you need? Well, right now, continuously and always, I'm asking everyone to please continue to tell your friends, tell your family. Every vote counts. This is not going to be an election that has a huge turnout. No, I do not know what the current totals are. Some people have asked me, well, do you know how far, who has how many votes yet? And I said, well, we do not know that because that's not information that's released until election day, when the totals start to come in after the polls close. So we will not know until after 7 p.m. on August 18th how we're doing. I feel really good. I feel strong. I feel positive. And I more than anything, because of the love and support that I've received from many of you and the feedback that I've received from so many of you. So I feel good, and I'm very proud of the race that I've run. I'm proud of the campaign that I've done. I've run on my own qualifications, my own experience, who I am, and what I can offer to all of the residents of Miami-Dade County as a judicial officer. That's who I am. I'm pretty transparent in that regard. But what you can do is please share on your social media platforms. Please share this video. If you have 10 friends that you can text and tell them, hey, don't forget, early voting is going on right now. Denise is, I support Denise. Here's her ballot number. Please make sure you vote. And ask them to share with some other folks. Because we don't anticipate a huge amount of turnout. Maybe it'll be 250,000 or more, a little bit more, up to 300,000. 2 years ago, only 250,000, approximately 250,000 people voted in some of these judicial elections. And that is not a lot compared to how many registered voters we have in Miami-Dade County. It's a very small percentage, and that small percentage is going to basically decide who runs our local government, what judges are going to be presiding in your cases, or any contact that you have with the court, with the judicial system. So it is important to vote. If you have already voted, thank you so much. If you've already voted and you want to continue to share and let other people know, please do so. If you have received a mail-in ballot and you haven't yet returned it, you can actually, and I've actually had this question a lot. Well, I don't trust the mail, so I don't want to put it in the mail. Well, you don't have to. You can go to any one of the early voting locations, and they have a special mailbox. It's not a mailbox. It's a special, bin it's manned by an employee from the Department of Elections. And they're under a little tent, and you go up with your completed mail-in ballot, and you go up to them, you give them your license, and they receive it from you, and that's it. And they deposit it there. And that's one good way of doing it. If you have not recently updated your signature with the county, and you're concerned that maybe your signature has changed, because you do have to sign your ballot, you need to... if you mail in your mail-in ballot and your signature doesn't match, there's a possibility that your vote won't be counted. So if you want to make sure that your mail-in ballot is actually counted, if you go to an early voting location and you drop it in, they're going to verify your identification. So that way there's no doubt about who you are. Even if your signature is different, your vote will be counted. So that is one easy way of getting that done. You can just pull up right up to the box. It's no muss, no fuss. You get out of your car, you give it to them, you drop it off, and you're done. There's still quite a bit of mail-in ballots that have been requested and have not yet been turned in by voters who are holding them. So we expect them to continue to come in. Early voting is going to continue not only this weekend, but again next week. So once again, I just want to repeat that. So today you can vote until 4 p.m. So it's about 2:15. There's still about an hour and 45 minutes left of early voting going on. And then tomorrow, as of 8 a.m. until 4 p.m., you can vote at any of these early voting locations. And then on Monday, it starts at 11 a.m. and closes at 7 p.m. If you're in the Kendall area, you can vote anywhere. For example, you can vote at the Hammocks Library. You can vote in the East Kendall Library, which is on 97th Avenue and right off of Kendall Drive. If you're way down south, you can vote at the Homestead Community Center. You can vote at the South Dade Government Center. If you're in the Pinecrest, Palmetto Bay area, you can vote in the Coral Reef Library. If you're in the Gables, you can vote in the Coral Gables Library. Working our way north, the beach has two locations. They have City Hall and they have the North Shore Library. Aventura has its own library as well up there that you can vote at. You have also, We have in Hialeah, you have the JFK Library on 49th Street. That is a location. And then if you're in the Westchester area, you have the Coral Way Library, the West-Dade Library, which is on Coral Way and about 94th Avenue Southwest. Working our way up north, if you're in the Miami Gardens area, you can vote at the North Dade Regional Library. You have the Caleb Center, is an early voting location. The Lemon City Library is another location, and the North Miami Library is yet another location. So there's 23 total early voting locations. FIU the FIU campus has a voting location. So does Miami-Dade College in Kendall, and so does the Miami-Dade College North Campus. Those are all also voting locations. So I just urge you to please vote. And please consider voting for me. My name is Denise Martinez-Scanziani. I am going to sign off a little bit early today, just because people are voting. So I want to make sure I speak to as many voters as possible. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will be back here again next Saturday at 2 p.m. And I will be sharing a little bit more, updating a little bit more about what's been going on. Go ahead and if you stop by an early voting location and you see me, please come say hi. If you are still interested in volunteering, we do have some places that we could use some help. Please send us an email or message here under this video, make a comment. You can email us at connect@deniseforjudge2020.com, connect@deniseforjudge2020.com. We're going to be needing some volunteers for Election Day. We're going to be needing some volunteers also for early voting. And even if it's just about calling or texting and telling your friends, that's also good too if you don't want to leave your home, and which I understand. So there's still lots of ways that you can volunteer, still lots of ways that you can help. My name is Denise Martinez-Scanziani. I am number 314 on the ballot. And it would be my privilege to be able to serve you as your next circuit court judge. So I'm signing off today a little bit early, but I will see you all on the campaign trail. And if not, I will see you all